What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the title was going down. Make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. So y'all got here, Mr. Chuck. One thing about it, I do want to say before we get in this video, I'm not having the best day right now. So if y'all do, I know a lot of people probably gonna message in the last video or comment in the last video and regulars is wrong. Trust and believe everything's okay, everything's straight. Just not feeling the best today. You have days like that. I don't know if you personally go through anything mentally, but just keep positive. Keep praying and do what you can. I'm telling y'all because it definitely is important. Try to surround yourself with, some good people and stuff, or just get out, get some fresh air. But if you're dealing with any type of mental health, I'm telling y'all, definitely try to stay positive. Always, if y'all can, reach out. My DMs are always open. I know I go through stuff myself, but still, it definitely helps me, and don't forget always that somebody, you're not alone. Somebody else is definitely, going through something, of this sort. So, you're not alone. To know, and you need to know that. But y'all got here. President Trump just exposed the liar, Chuck. And I call him liar because, and y'all gonna see. But exposed him political extortion and told him to go to hell in response to his demands of $1 billion to approve Trump's nominees. So you have that, and then you got Trump's post says Senator crying Chuck is demanding over $1 billion in order to approve a small number of our highly qualified nominees. Highly qualified. I feel like a lot of people miss that. And people have to understand. I really feel like people need to understand that. It has nothing to do so much, of Kohler, Judge Crock, and I said this my last video. Highly qualified. People that's going to get the job done, people that's for America. I love it. Who should be right now, who should right now be helping to run our country. Said it's political extortion by any other name. It says basically that the left lunatics basically tell them to go to hell. Do not accept the offer. Go home and explain to your constituents what bad people the Democrats are and what a great job the Republicans are doing and have done for our country. I'm telling y'all, check out what this man said, y'all. Insane, bro.
It keeps getting worse. Today, Donald Trump and the White House announced they're going to spend $200 million to build a large, fancy White House ballroom. This is what Doge was all about, folks. Cutting things, taking things away from you, and not giving it to some place that needed it. Giving it to the big shots who run the show, Donald Trump at the top of the list. Maybe he can park his new plane in the big ballroom. It's probably big enough.
You literally, to do that, I feel like you literally have to sound like being for real, you really have to be like the biggest sore loser, bro. To sit there and in the video, he'll probably park his plane in a ballroom. It's big enough. It's probably big enough. I feel like you really have to be that much of a crybaby to say something that ignorant. You know what I mean? To say something that low, thinking that's just, I'm telling y'all, bro. That right there is insane to me. But he lied and basically says Doge cuts are being used to pay for the $200 million White House ballroom. In reality, President Trump and private donors are paying for the ballroom. All he does is lie. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about it is that at least, first of all, President Trump and the private donors are paying for the ballroom. Not to mention, you have them paying for something like a White House ballroom. You don't have them like the last administration paying everything for immigrants. So, it got to make stuff make sense, bro. Got to make stuff make sense. So, he doesn't stop there. He goes and says this, but, you have the amazing Caroline that obviously is going to tell the truth. Nothing but the truth.
Here's even something more confounding. Some breaking news. Just now, the White House announced construction of a $200 million White House ballroom that will begin in September. A $200 million ballroom. Where'd this money come from? Did Congress appropriate it? I don't think so. It's almost like Doge was never about waste at all.
President Trump and other donors have generously committed to donating the funds necessary to build this approximately $200 million structure.
So for the people that aren't understanding, I'm gonna play it one more time.
Like Doge was never about waste at all.
President Trump and other donors have generously committed to donating the funds necessary to build this approximately $200 million structure.
I'm telling y'all, all they do is go in there and lie. Like, quit lying. It literally goes to show y'all, bro. It literally goes to show y'all right here. Nothing but lies. Nothing but lies. Says here what you tried to do. This is at Chuck. What you tried to do to the President of the United States so he could get his nominees approved has a name. It's called extortion. It is against the law everywhere except for the Senate, it seems. Demanding $1 billion to do your job shows the criminal nature of the Democratic Party. I mean, that's being completely honest. Says President Trump has announced he will continue to donate his $400,000 annual presidential salary. Additionally, he has personally funded new flagpoles for the White House and covered the cost of the multi-million-dollar ballroom renovation. Telling y'all, says here Trump is a true leader.
No other president, they say, with the possible exception of George Washington, and they haven't been able to find those records. And we've had wealthy presidents before, but no other president has contributed the salary. And they told me before this that you will probably be asking me whether or not I'm going to contribute my salary again, but you haven't asked that.
Are you going to?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I appreciate we just made news there.
No.
I mean, it's all right there. One thing that I absolutely love, I'm not even gonna lie, is the simple fact that Trump, like I've said before, is straightforward. I love people that's straightforward. Tell you like it is. Tell you like it is. And that's what he's doing. Tell you like it is, get the information out there, and that's what it's gonna be. One thing about it is that you don't have an administration that's going to sit there and beat around the bush, because that's what we had. This Senator John Kennedy just said that Chuck is holding up Trump's nominees to gain spending sessions. This is ridiculous. Check it out.
Sense of what Democrats are demanding, because it sounds like they are negotiating or at least talking to leaders.
My understanding, and this is secondhand, so it may be unfair, but I'm hearing it from credible sources, is that the president is negotiating directly with Senator Schumer, and that Senator Schumer is demanding money now that only the president can provide. Now, what it is, how much it is, what it's for. I'm not saying money for him personally.
Yeah.
I mean money, not, and I didn't mean to imply that. Money for whatever. I don't know whether it's the budget or money to be released to universities or what the terms are. But that's what my understanding, and that the president has said no so far.
What's your guess, if you just had to make a guess, how long you guys stayed there for?
I don't know. If you'd asked me yesterday, I would have said we were coming together, and maybe we'll have everybody will have a Pauline conversion, and we'll reach agreement today. But my advice, for what it's worth, to Senator Thune is to just whip us until we can't be whipped anymore. If everybody wants to play this game, then make it as painful as he can for both sides until they just cry like a baby and say, we'll do whatever you want. We'll stand on one leg and bark like a dog if you tell us, but don't make us do this anymore. But and maybe he took my advice, because we would normally start voting at 11. Now we're starting at 10, and to do one every 2 hours, it's going to occupy our time a little bit. But it's a waste of time. That's the point I'm trying to make. I don't mind doing it. This is my job. I'll stay here until the second coming, if that's what they want. But it's just a waste of time. If we're going to stay here, let's work on something meaningful.
I mean, hey, that's real. It's definitely real. I'm just being 100 with y'all. I'm just being 100. One thing about it, it is extortion. I'm telling y'all. It's crazy. Definitely crazy. What y'all got? Like I said, and I seen this, and it's pretty wild. Not only is, extortion, he's a liar, he's also a hypocrite. This is Chuck's office in New York. Check out what they're doing here.
Stop starving Gaza! Let Gaza live! Stop starving Gaza! Let Gaza live! Stop starving Gaza! Let Gaza live!
And they got them pots and pans screaming at the top of their lungs. But that ain't the kicker. The kicker is that he's having them arrested. That's the kicker. Dude is having them arrested.
And happening live, protesters from the Jewish Voice for Peace are right now protesting against the war in Gaza. This is the building where the protest is taking place. It houses Manhattan offices, we are told, for both New York Senators Chuck Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand, who voted for recent arms sales to Israel against an initiative by Senator Sanders to block the sale.
I'm sorry I'm smiling, bro. It's just funny to me.
We are told that there has been some arrests.
Those people protesting believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to hurt Jewish people. Number two, I think Israel has made the world safer. Let me tell you what I mean by that. With the Biden administration hanging all over Israel's back, all Israel has done is destroy Hamas, destroy Hezbollah, and put Iran on its knees. The Middle East is a much safer place as a result. I support Israel. Do they need some help in getting aid into Gaza? Yes. And we're going to help them to get the aid in. But I think Israel has done an extraordinary job in terms of getting rid of the bad guys.
All right, we're trying to get some more information. Again, we're just watching this live here in New York City together. Senator Kennedy.
And can I say one more thing, Senator?
Sure.
Shame on my Democratic friends for not supporting Israel and freedom.
Got it. All right, Senator.
But that's one thing about it. Like people can't expect nothing coming from the Democratic Party, bro. Me personally, I grew up. Y'all know that I grew up, from a Democratic family and stuff like that. And I had to see a lot for myself with doing these videos, with seeing different things, doing different research. And from my understanding is that I am not about to trust nobody from the left, bro. When it comes to stuff I understand, he's saying this Democratic fan. I understand all of that. Trust and believe. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised of what they're doing and what they're not doing. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts on this. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.